everyone. Desiree here from the City of Newark's Film and TV office, and we are here at the Rutgers Express Newark Community Media Center. We just wrapped up our first information session, and we had over 200 people come out. The room was packed, so much so we had to have an overflow for people because folks are interested and eager to get into this film and TV industry. We have so much talent here in Newark, and people want to know how to get their career started, how to jumpstart their careers, or how to we have folks here who are interested in just switching over to a new career, or people who took time off of the TV and film industry and now they want to get back into it and they're interested in learning more. So that's what we did here today. We provided answers and information about the Newark FilmWorks program. And if you want to learn more, make sure you check out, you go to the website, film.newarknj.gov for more information about Newark FilmWorks and how you can apply and be a part of it.
Everyone, we're in Newark Film School and we offer film and TV production classes to the community, and we're really excited to be here to be one of the 6 partners for the Newark FilmWorks program. We offer film and TV production classes. We hire working TV directors, working TV screenwriters to teach the community. We mostly serve as adult learners, but we also offer things for the youth too. So if you want more information about the trainings that we offer, you can scan this QR code. And these are some of our students from the Newark Film School.
Rochelle, Alex. So good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you or anyone you know interested in camera department?
Yes, I am actually.
Oh, nice, cool. So we're Able Cine. We're based out of Brooklyn, but we are doing a partnership with Express Newark in the state of New Jersey and the NJEDA to provide workforce development training, specifically within camera department. So it's camera operation, it's digital imaging technicians or like DIT, and then also audio video technicians who are like kind of on-site engineers. So it's a 16-week program, 100 hours, and you'll be having hands-on experience with like really nice cameras, learning from like IATSE, like local, like professional camera operators, and yeah, so that's the spiel.
That would be something I'd be interested in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So please go ahead and scan, and yeah, would love to sign up and find out more information.
Scan this QR code so we can get you checked in. All right.
Great morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out on this beautiful, rainy, early morning Saturday to be a part of the first information session for Newark FilmWorks. I definitely appreciate you. My name is Andrea Mason, and I am the project coordinator, or project manager actually, of this New Jersey FilmWorks grant, which is hosted by the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, also known as the NJEDA. So there are 6 partners that are sub-grantees of this grant that you'll become familiar with momentarily, that I'll be introducing. But I really just want to take the time to say thank you so much for your interest in being a part of this film industry, whether it be production, set, grip, electric, costume, hair, whatever it is that you're interested in. I just appreciate seeing each of you here in this room, and I also understand that there's an overflow. And we do plan to have another or 2 information sessions. So if you do know of others that may not be interested or may not have come to this, there is another opportunity, all right? But again, thank you so much for coming to this first one. And I also actually would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our wonderful Mayor, Raz J. Baraka, for even having the vision to bring something like this to Newark, knowing that Lionsgate Studios is coming, and this is really why this grant is so such a great opportunity for us, because it's a pipeline to become a part of that. And also, without the municipal council's support, we would not be here. So, please give a round of applause to the mayor and the municipal council for even allowing this opportunity to happen for the city of Newark by way of Invest Newark getting and managing the grant. So without further ado, I'd like to bring up Desiree Hadley, who is the manager of Newark's Office of Film and TV.
Thank you, Andrea. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We are just so excited to have so many people interested in this Newark Filmworks program. And y'all are serious. Okay, I can tell everyone here is ready. They are ready. So today I want to talk a little bit about the Filmworks program and what it's about and why you all are here and why we are starting this. So it is a workforce development initiative designed to prepare our residents for high quality careers in the growing film and digital media industry through a collaborative partnership, as Andrea Mason just mentioned, through Newark-based organizations. Our partners include Invest Newark, the Newark Film Office, Newark Works, One Stop Career Center, Express Newark, the Newark Film School, and the New Jersey Performing Arts Center, NJPAC. The program will connect participants to hands-on technical training, industry exposure, wraparound support services, and direct pathways to meaningful work experiences in film, television, and digital media production. Over a 2-year period, Newark Filmworks will host training programs for Newark residents, enrolling cohorts of participants and equipping them with technical skills, industry-recognized credentials, and professional networks needed to succeed in both union and non-union productions. So that's the general gist of what the program is about. And today we're going to answer any of your questions or concerns you have in relation to Newark Filmworks. So at this time, I will call on stage Yvonne Shirley, Nicole Thompson, and Cody Pickett. So Yvonne and Nicole are both filmmakers, and they're the ones who designed the curriculum. They are the masterminds behind Newark Filmworks. And Cody Pickett is representing the Newark Works organization, which is our workforce development office here in the city of Newark. So yeah, we're here. Yvonne, you want to take it from here?
Testing. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Yvonne Michelle Shirley. I'm director of the Community Media Center here at Express Newark. And welcome on behalf of Express Newark. Express Newark is a center for socially engaged art and design that is supported by Rutgers Newark. And our Community Media Center exists to support our local storytellers, our local filmmakers, those of us who want to tell community-centered stories through digital media, podcasting, sound art, digital series. We are here to support. We think that work is very important, and we're just very excited to be a part of this partnership. It's really been an aspiration of ours to continue to expand the way that we're able to serve this community. And so, I think this really is a beautiful, strong coalition of organizations that are coming together to build a really legitimate pipeline. We all, I think, believe that Newarkers need to be at the center of the investment and development here. And so this program is a part of that. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your interest. And we're really happy to share this day and this information with you all.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole L. Thompson. I'm the founder of the Newark Film School, and we are also very excited to be a part of this coalition. The Newark Film School was founded with the mission to inspire and educate the next generation of storytellers, and we are so grateful that an opportunity like this has come to the city of Newark, and we get to be a part of this team that's going to help usher in the next generation.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Cody Piggott, Director of Career Services for Newark Works. We're part of the One Stop Career Center system, if anyone has heard of it. We have 2 locations. One location is at 990 Broad Street, but we're actually beginning a phase out, a complete move out to 375 McCarter Highway. So Newark Works is currently at 375 McCarter Highway delivering services to residents. And ultimately, our goal with Newark Works is to provide or assist our customers, our clients along the way for self-sufficiency. So part of my role and part of the team's role is to look at upcoming industries that's coming within the city, which Desiree did allude to, and ultimately get our residents trained up with the goal of getting them into self-sufficiency, where you're able to support yourself as well as your family. So thank you.
All right, so I think from this moment, right, we'll allow Yvonne and Nicole to go through or to present the presentation, correct? So we're gonna go through the presentation, they'll explain the program in detail, and then we'll do the Q&A session following.
All right, the Newark FilmWorks program will essentially take place over 3 phases. Our trainees will receive expert-led classroom instruction led by educators who will provide production essentials and teach how to become an indispensable production assistant in Grip and Electric in phase 1 and phase 2. This will include our trainees being able to learn on set with having an on-set training. This will allow our trainees to experience hands-on mentorship and guidance on an actual movie set. And following this, we'll have phase 3, where our training will conclude with a certificate ceremony, networking opportunities through community engagements, internships, and also job placements.
So the 2 tracks that we have, so our Newark FilmWorks, we were really specific about the training tracks that we wanted to develop. So the first is a PA training program. The PA training participants will learn the fundamentals of working as an effective PA. Your instructors will be those who have started their careers as PAs, but have gone on to be first AD, cinematographers, grips, electrics, all folks who have knowledge about just what that entry point means and the way that that entry point can be navigated toward just further development in your career in production. And so the second track that we have is the Grip and Electric track. Now raise your hand if you know what a Grip and Electric does is, so for those who might not know, the grips and electrics in production are responsible for all the rigging that you might see, scaffolding, dolly shots that you might see. It's really grips that make these things happen, C-stands, all of the instruments that allow the shaping of the light. And then the electrics are the folks that actually handle the light, actually handle the lights, the lamps, big, small, light stands, all of that. So that's the second track that we have. But both training tracks will include just really grounded wraparound services, because we understand that these are entry-level training programs. And in this field, it's really important that folks have a foundation, that part of their entry point includes growing the seeds to have a network. So your community, your cohort is going to be very important. Part of the program is about offering mentorship opportunities, internship opportunities, and upon completion of the training program, a job placement. So that's sort of the quick overview of the 2 tracks, and also the wraparound some services and experiences. Also throughout the training years, those who are in the cohort will be have access to professional development, events, seminars, guest speakers, you name it, field trips. There's a lot of production activity going on in the region, and we just want our trainees to be exposed to all of it. So that's kind of in a nutshell, the 2 tracks and then the wraparound services that will be involved.
And in year 1, we plan to service 100 enrollees, and that includes 3 cohorts. Summer 2026 which will include 50 production assistant enrollees, 10 grip and electric enrollees the following winter, which will have 10 grip and electric, and the winter, which will have 10 grip and electric and 20 production assistant enrollees, which will repeat the following year. So in the 2 years, we look to service 200 enrollees.
Right, and I also just want to point out that for the production assistant trainings, so we will have 50 enrollees, but they'll be divided into 2 cohorts. So you're not going to be in a class with 50 people. It's going to be set up into 2 cohorts. Each cohort will have 25 enrollees. And then in this winter PA training, that cohort will be 20 people.
Great, so the production assistant training will build both foundational knowledge and hands-on skills. By the end of the program, participants are prepared to have practical tools, and they will learn professional etiquette, career strategies, and some of our curriculum include industry terminology, crew job and responsibilities, production life cycle, production funding flow, union versus non-union environments, so that folks know the difference between what they should expect on union productions versus non-union productions. And they're going to get an opportunity to learn the career pathways. So once you have finished a training like this, what do you do next? So we'll be able to help guide people to understand where do you go after that. We'll also get a chance to learn the organizational charts, the hierarchy that is the film industry, set and etiquette professionalism. You'll learn how to not only read a call sheet, but also how to fill one out. There will be a lockup training, walkie-talkie training as well, in addition to learning production assistant paperwork. And following this, we'll have an opportunity for our trainees to begin to learn where do you go to find work once you finally have this knowledge, right? Because the whole goal is to get work, so we want to prepare you guys with job search strategies. And that'll wrap up with also resume development, where you get to essentially put all of this information that you guided onto a resume.
Yeah, and just to add to that, the structure of the PA training involves about 5 to 7 days of coursework and soundstage work. When we wrap up here, you all are invited to visit upstairs and see the soundstage that we have where the trainings will take place. So it'll be 5 to 7 days of classroom and soundstage learning, followed by an actual production, a 7-day production that will be sort of like on-the-job training as a PA. And so for the grip and electric intensive curriculum, you will be taught by experienced grip and electrics. It's important to us that you are taught by union grips and electrics. So we have instructors from IATSE Local 52 who will be leading that instruction. But we all know that, there's not just union jobs that make up this field and that sustain a career. So all of our instructors are well versed in both, production environments, and will teach people core competencies when it comes to being a grip and electric, foundational grip setups, foundational lighting setups, and also just that career development information. About just what it takes to pursue that track, kind of where you go from perhaps being a PA with grip and electrics into that role more substantially. And like Nicole said, same thing with the PA trainees. You'll get resources on best practices for job searching, for networking, for community building, just in general, just best practices for professional development with that specific role. And I think we've come to the end of our presentation. So do we want to say anything else, or do we want to open it up for Q&A right now?
I think now we can open it up for Q&A. I think I have a mic here. So we can, if you have any questions, we can have, it looks like Andrea's going to help out with passing the mic around. And just keep your hands raised.
Testing. I'll start at the front and sort of keep your hands on this, so I'll just say.
Eric, can you also help with passing the mic?
Eric.
I'm going to give him the mic too.
Oh, okay. There you are.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think it's afternoon. Just a quick question. My name's Corey, by the way. I just wanted to know, what's the I would say like daily requirement or like time requirements. Just curious if you have an idea or you're not sure yet. Thank you.
Yeah, so for the trainings, the requirement for the soundstage learning and classroom piece is going to be 9 to 5, 10 to 6. We're still kind of, but it is going to be a kind of full workday work. And then for the production piece of the PA training, it will be likely a 12-hour day, just as you might encounter on a production. We're not going to go over that because, I mean, you don't have to get in production. But
Can you also explain how many days that would be? Like, how many days are they required to have, I guess like an 8-hour, 8 hours free to take these classes? Is it a week? Is it like 2 weeks? Like how often can they take off a week from work and, can you explain?
Yeah, so for the coursework piece right now, we have the reason we're kind of saying right now, so you all understand, this is a pilot year, and there still are a few pieces that we are firming up, as we speak. But the coursework classes, the way we have it right now, is going to be 5 to 7 days of coursework of the soundstage and classroom learning. And then there's going to be a 7-day production. We do know that within that 7 days, there'll be a weekend within that 7 days, but it will be 7 days of commitment for the production piece.
And just to add to that, what she described is for the summer. During the winter, fall, it's going to be shorter.
So just so I'm clear, and just to provide clarity for others, that's 7 days at 8 hours a day?
So it will be 5 classroom days at 8 hours a day, and then the production days will be 12 hours a day. Because anyone who's interested in working in film and TV, 12 is the typical minimum for any production.
Thank you. Is another question?
Hi, my question is for Cody. I think you represent Newark Works, right? So for someone that has experience or some education in film and looking to work in the industry without going through the training program, how does that work? How can Newark Work help in maybe mentorship or job placement?
Right, so I believe what you mentioned, you have experience, right, is what you said, or you don't?
I have education.
Okay. Right, so for example, yesterday we did, I believe that's very interesting, Andrea Mason, they did connect with a couple of unions, I believe, that's within this grant umbrella. So we are building the connections. You guys have my email, you can always send me your resume and we can assist you with job placement assistance.
Okay, third question.
We can also, I wanted to also add to that, we also have relationships with other companies who help with job placement. For example, Warner Brothers have an Access to Action program. Whenever they come to Newark, they hire folks locally and work within that program. And then we also just got 2 folks hired with Warner Brothers. They are behind the camera apprenticeship program. So there are other opportunities. We also do have a database too, right? As well, Cody. Yep. So we can also send that out, email that to everyone. There's a link where you can upload your resume. So when those opportunities come out, we can also assist them. We are growing in that effort. So, we have a little bit of patience too.
Right here, one more and then thanks.
Okay, hello, my name is Lynette, and I have a question for the school. What is the course?
So right now, we're talking about the Newark Film Works, which is the production assistant and equipment and electric trainings. The Newark Film School, we do offer classes year-round, but for today, we're sharing specifically around the workforce training that we're all coming together as partners.
You didn't answer the question. How much does it cost?
It's free.
Oh, okay, got it. Also, I have a question for 990? Cody, Mr. Cody. Okay, I just want to ask, when we come to you, that's a state, right? Is that the state?
Yeah,
The city.
The one-stop system is a interesting and complicated system. So within the one-stop, there's several partners, right? So one partner is unemployment insurance, and that's the state, right? Then you have employment services, that's also the state. But then you also have the career service provider, which is Newark Works. as well as the youth service provider, which is Newark Works. And there's several other partners like a division of rehabilitation services as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Just the schedule wise, because you said it's 8 hours for the 5 days a week, and then the next one is 12 hours for 7 or something like that. I'm saying for the working community, is it recommended that we like take off of work, like take time away from work to, prioritize the classes? Do you guys work around the schedule? How does one, work around that, or what is recommended? Yeah. For the working community.
I feel like Cody answered this too, but I wanted to just say I wouldn't recommend like quitting a job for this, but I would recommend figuring out a way where you can take advantage of the opportunity. For example, Nicole and Yvonne mentioned that the fall courses are shorter anyway, so you might be able to accommodate that in conjunction to your work schedule, but you also want to keep in mind working in the film and TV industry is gig work, right? So you might be working for 2 months on one project and you might not find work for a couple months. So you have to understand the industry you're interested in before you take, such a drastic leap like that. But I would just recommend taking advantage of the opportunity, figuring out how you can take advantage of it without stopping your 9-to-5 job. I would say I would recommend you do that.
It's quite a few questions, so we're gonna work the room. We have quite a few time. We have some time, so we'll get to all the questions.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming here in this rainy day, and I appreciate you speaking to us today and giving your time to give us information on this. My name is Manuel, by the way. I understand that this is a wonderful opportunity and everyone wants to be a part of this, and we all have aspirations to be a part of it, but I also understand it's competitive. So my question is, what separates people who successfully complete this program and actually get work from those that don't?
So I would say first thing is you have to apply. So did everyone apply for the program?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's one of the most important things, right? Because I know some people did not, but they actually registered to come to this event, right? So if you did not actually apply, you need to visit the Newark Office of Film and TV website to apply, because I believe the application will be closing soon, right? And part of that application, it does ask specific questions. There's some pre-qualifiers. One, the priority is Newark residents right now. Right, and there's a few other open-ended questions that, of course, we'll be looking at, right? And then from there, our team, the partnership, we will be reviewing applications and setting up some sort of interview session with the applicants, and then we'll make a determination who will fit for the upcoming programs.
Now, is it going to be in person or is it going to be online for the interview session?
It may be a mixture of in person and online.
Copy that.
Thank you.
So I was wondering, after we get the skills, do you guys also offer for us to learn how to put it on our resume, or how to build our resume specifically for the industry?
Yes, there will be a training specifically where essentially what you've learned will tailor to how to apply it to a production assistant resume. As you know, resumes look different for different fields, and we'll teach you all how to build a production assistant resume or a criminologic resume for those who are interested in one of the 2 tracks.
Hi, my name is Tia. I am a graduate from ECC in film production, and I'm presently at NJCU on a presidential scholarship in the major. And I am wondering, for the students in the room, is there a track for internships? I am in my junior year, and I am looking to facilitate a internship if you all are offering internships for those of us that may not be here for the job aspect of it, but the internship aspect of it.
Good question. I mean, internships are definitely a part of the overall program for our trainees, but I think just like, Cody said before about folks who are not necessarily resources that might exist for those who are not necessarily going to be in the program. Yes, I mean, one sort of great benefit of this coalition is that we are building these databases. And I do think that probably every partner could avail themselves to sharing information with folks from the community who are at different spaces in their career and might want, to be directed in another way. So yes, we will be there to support inquiries like that.
Hi, my name is Johnny Lex, and I'm wondering what exactly is the criteria that you guys would be using to select the people that are able to participate in the programs, if you are able to share that.
When you speak about criteria, like I did mention before, because it's very important for me to say, the first priority is that you do have to be a Newark resident, right? So from there, we will be reviewing each candidate's applications and inviting them, whether it's for a group interview or a single one-on-one interview, whether it's in person or virtual. From there, there'll be some sort of assessment, right? And then we'll have some sort of committee that will make the first selection. But just remember, guys, there's multiple cohorts. I know there's several candidates that are interested, but we will be interviewing, and that part of the interview will be coming the determination on who's selected for the upcoming cohorts.
My name is Jacob Rosa. For the past 3 years, I've been working in an Unreal Engine cohort in Elizabeth, but I am a Newark resident. So I was wondering if there's going to be opportunity for 3D animation or those types of pipelines down here with Newark FilmWorks.
So right now, this grant, based on how we designed it, is for the 2 tracks that she just mentioned, right? But what you could do is you can always share with me your resume and email. I believe you would have received an email from me last night.
Yeah.
You send it over and we can figure out how we can assist you with other pathways.
And I wanted to also add to that. We met with other grantees yesterday, and Montclair State has a 3D animation. I want to say they have something around 3D animation, and they are building out some type of course and curriculum at Montclair State University, so you might want to look there too. It was VR, yeah, virtual reality and all that rolled into one at Montclair State.
Yeah, Bloomfield.
She's at Bloomfield College.
Yeah, they're together.
Oh yeah.
Montclair.
Yeah, so for Montclair State, they were at the meeting we had with them yesterday. We were discussing the VR courses.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming to share this information. This is a great opportunity for people that's interested in this industry. The question that I do have is this opportunity available to high school students or is it just for adults?
18 and up. 18 and up.
Great.
Hi, have y'all developed or settled on dates yet? The exact dates? I know it said it's going to begin like in June. The beginning and end dates of the summer program or the fall?
Well, we haven't formally announced them, but likely to begin June 25th. And I'll just leave that there, but it will be published very soon, likely to begin June 25th.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas. So my question is for those who are trying to cultivate a sound engineering or mixing and mastering niche, because that's what I'm specializing in for the last couple of years. How does that how are you guys going to be able to help with demo reels and other things of that nature? And is that something that you guys will be offering?
Well, I think right now, we are very much focused on these particular tracks. We plan on offering, like I said, different professional development seminars just for exposure to different fields that in digital media production. But right now, we're focused on these ribbon electric and PA training tracks.
And if you're looking for information regarding that, as you mentioned before, we will be sharing any other programs that we hear of with the community. So if we hear of any sound and sound mixing programs, we'll definitely blast it out on all of our accounts.
My name is Tristan Jones. I am a graduating senior from Rutgers. I'm currently graduating with a degree in marketing, but I've always been involved in film. So for you guys, considering that this is going to be like an 8-hour to 12-hour program and stuff like that, for students or people who have to do, I think somebody also messaged, working and stuff like that while going to class, how do y'all think that people should manage going to school here while also having a full-time job or trying to do internships and trying to do other stuff outside? Because I'm sure the time periods are specific. Are they day classes?
Yes, they are.
So it'll be from 8 to 3 or 5 or something like that
From 10 to 6.
From 10 to 6. So like, how do you guys like advise like people that may or may not be able to meet your time slot?
We are looking for people who have the availability. If you have the availability, then by all means apply and attend. But I think what we will do, the purpose of this Q&A is for us to also think about creative ways to accommodate the demand. So we might even consider afterward time slot for like the fall winter. Maybe that's something me and Yvonne and Nicole and Cody could all think about to accommodate those who have busy schedules during the day. But for this first cohort that starts in June, if you have the availability, we just encourage you all to apply and take advantage of the opportunity.
Thank you all for being here. This is such a wonderful program, and God bless Mayor Vaz and everyone else who's a part of this production. I was blessed to be in school with Diamond, who's instructor. She's a fabulous instructor back in 2024. And then I didn't pursue it further because I got sick, so I had to be out for a while. So I'm wondering, is this advantageous for me to do it again? Because you did mention that it's more expanded than the one, it was at Symphony Hall at the time.
So she's questioning regarding if you have any knowledge on production assistance training previously or any film education previously. This program is definitely for anyone who had previous knowledge and also folks who are brand new, right? We want to open this up to people at multiple levels. So if you feel like you are looking for a pathway into the industry, this is a program to help folks navigate getting up into the pathway, right? We know that the film industry is at a state where it's very arduous, it seems, to break in, right? And so if you feel as though you're at a place where it's arduous for you, this is a training that will help guide you to take that next step.
My name is Eula, and I just wanted to ask about, so once you get through to the program and you get through the interview, are there any out-of-pocket costs? Like, I know transportation, like getting yourself to and from class, but like SD cards, hard drives, or even like camera rental?
In terms of like transportation, right, we can consider those as barriers or challenges for some folks. And the one-stop career center system is designed to support with that. So whether it's bus tickets or some sort of rideshare program, those are things that we'll be pursuing once we launch the program.
So yes, and your second question was regarding will there be any costs? At this time, there are no out-of-pocket costs that we expect anyone to buy any SD cards or anything that's an operational cost, we will be supplying.
Okay, so for the Newark Film School, you said earlier about the PA and the GED work. On the fly out there, you talked about production training and for short films, cinematography, music and sound, all the different things you listed on the flyer. When did you actually tackle those in the courses?
Great. So as I mentioned earlier, Newark Film School offers those courses year round, but in terms of what we're here for today, which is the workforce development, it won't be a part of the workforce development training with the Newark Film Work, but separately, throughout the year, we offer fall classes, spring classes, and summer classes.
So to piggyback off the question I was asked previous, I was also interested if it was possible to take both courses maybe at different times. But since you guys answered that, can you give some insight or maybe some advice to someone who might be in the middle, about each side specifically, help them make the decision?
That's a really great question. I think me and Yvonne can tag team it. I'll start. So within the world of being a production assistant, there are many different divisions, right? Folks who can be interested in working as an on-set PA, who like being in the mix of the action, right? You want to assist, bring the production to life. There are folks who would prefer to be an office PA, who want to work closer to more of the logistical side. However, if you feel as though you are someone who wants to get more training on grip and electrics, she can tell you a little bit more about that.
Well, so the question is about how you make your decision. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like an examination of your goals. I do think the grip and electric is a very specific role on sets. And I think, in fact, that as you all probably have seen in the application where we do ask a question about your production experience, for that particular track, we are looking for folks that might have at least just some production experience, because you should have just a little touch point with film production before diving into a grip and electric focus. I think the PA training is just very foundational. Production assistants make the set, run. Anybody that's been on the set, PAs exist in every single department of a film set, and off the set as well, and in the offices. So I think that if you're looking for sort of an initial grounding, that might give you a more sort of expansive vantage point, then the PA training would be for you. Whereas if you are somewhat familiar with production and are curious about the specific craft of the grip and electric role, then that would be how I would make the decision.
Yeah, grip and electric, well, grips are builders. So if you like help buildings, then grip is a great aspect to go down.
Thank you so much for coming, and actually a couple of my internship director, Dr. Garcia, who teaches directing here on the 4th floor, and also my narrative professor, Taki Su, also sent all of us information about this, so I was so happy to come. Unfortunately, I'm unable to sacrifice financially, but I am graduating from the School of Arts and Sciences with my video production degree this semester. God willing. It's been a long time coming. I learned a host of different skill sets. Production, editing, sound, boom, lighting, directing, script writing, and you name it, I've done it. We did documentary and narrative and all sorts of things. Am I able to bypass the program and seek assistance from Newark Film Works for opportunities you will be aware of so that I can get started right away?
So one of our partners is NJPAC, right? They're one of the partners on this grant. And I think that's one thing I should have mentioned too. NJPAC will host master classes, like one-day master classes. We haven't figured out that scheduling just yet. So if you are interested, but you don't have the availability for this, they will, have these programs and community events that you can take advantage of. But the difference is with those master classes, you won't be considered certified, such as like what you won't be considered certified grip and electric or certified NPA work. So they will have these classes, but it won't be the same as level of credentialing that you'll get if you were to enroll in those classes, right? The grip and electric or PA training. But you can take advantage of those additional programs that JPAC will host. So they'll have master classes, they'll also have events. We're going to plan some type of networking events as well, where you can network with folks in the industry. So all of those details will come about, within the next year or so. But I wanted to just make sure you're aware, like with your degree and your current, expertise, you will still be able to take advantage of some sort of, offerings from the Newark Film Works program.
I'm so sorry, which brings me to my next question. Would we be able to also participate in the resume building as far as those master classes? Would we be able to add that information onto our resume to show that we participated and we had that level of understanding as our degree?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I think it's still, attending those master classes is valuable, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to add it to the resume. But like I said, it wouldn't be considered like a certification that you would get from the classes Yvonne and Nicole will host, but there's still there's still some value to attending those classes.
Thank you.
Start participating in a lot of grants. So would student loans stop you from participating in this grant?
That's a great question. And thank you for your patience. Because I know that you've been for a long time. Answer is no, it's not going to affect you. All right? No.
Hey, I'm Pauline. So I graduated from FIT, and the reason I came here was because I see everything else, but did you guys implement something for like the costume makers and the stylists? Where would we go to be a part of this production?
Great, beautiful question. So, with the knowledge that folks will learn to become a production assistant, they will be training, discussing all of the departments, right? So the costume department will be something that's discussed. And for folks who are interested in being a PA, they can essentially gain knowledge to know, do they want to be a wardrobe PA? Do they want to go down that route? So all of the departments will be taught. And you asked earlier, how do I pick? If you feel like you're at a place where you're still a generalist and you want to figure out which route you want to, the PA program, the PA track is a great track to not know where you want to be and get knowledge on all of the departments to figure out, do you want to do costumes? Do you want to work in sound? Do you want to maybe be a camera PA one day? So to answer your question, there will be information shared regarding costumes and wardrobe, yes.
I wanted to ask a question. I know that your program is strategically geared for people who are residents of Newark, but what about people in the community that are close by, East Orange, Union, Bloomfield? We're all interested in the program as well. How do you extend out to us?
Yes, thank you for the question. And it's something that the four of us or the multiple partners on, our weekly calls have discussed. Right now, the priority is Newark residents, right? But like, Ms. Deggenberry did mention, there's other partners or other grantees within this NJ Film Works program that, of course, we can refer you to if you do potentially qualify for those other programs. So if you live outside the region, right, you can definitely reach out to me and we can see how we can support you. Thank you.
Hi. So my question is going to be when you were going to start the selection process, since I know it's going to be up for the summer. Before you answer that, everybody, I want to not discourage you from this program, especially whole hours thing and working 12 hours. Don't worry about it. This is one program. You see the people, you see the names on the bottom, you see all these folks here willing to help. So this program doesn't work out for you, especially with the hours, don't worry, there's more programs. So please don't be discouraged by those hours. But my question is, when do you think the selection process will start up so we can expect that or listen for it or know, okay, they didn't change the speed, let me go check out those other options.
Right, and thank you for your encouragement. I think that's definitely needed. So within the next few weeks, I don't have a particular time frame yet, but within the next few weeks, we'll start the process. Thank you.
My question is, I know you mentioned in passing that you during the production assistant classes, we're gonna go into different aspects of like each role within the production process. Are we also gonna learn like the other roles that PA does in pre-production, production, and post-production, as well as the logistical side, or is it just going to be a passing thought and mainly focus on the actual production work that a PA assistant would do?
It will be included for sure. And our goal is to help folks who might not have any knowledge, because everyone's coming in at different levels, right? So we'll definitely walk everyone through, the 5 phases, including, helping them to understand the importance of development, pre-production, production, post-production, distribution, right? So it will all be included. But in terms of the 5-day classroom training, all of it is building up to you. The goal is for you to understand your role as a PA, to understand the other roles within a production company, and leading up to the 7-day film production that you'll get a chance to PA on.
How you doing, man? I want to thank each and every one of you for this information. It's beautiful. It's godsend, and thank also our Honorable Mayor Baraka. My thing is, I didn't do the application yet, so I'm still stuck between PA or the grips and the electrics or whatever. So to help me, I would like to hear you run down off the top of your head real quick a whole bunch of things that the PA does.
I think you should do grip and electric. So you look like you can handle that role really well. And then from what I know, almost anyone can be a PA, but not everyone can do grip and electric work. You have to be trained and have some type of skill, right? So that's my recommendation, but I'll let Nicole and Yvonne go with it.
And just to know, production assistant is more of an entry level job, right? Grip and electric is a step beyond the entry level. So that's just all. I just wanted to share that with you all. But just to run off the top of the head, some of the responsibilities, just so that you guys can have a little taste for those who just don't know which track they're gonna delve into. I'll tap into a few responsibilities for PA, and then I'm gonna pass it to Yvonne to pass it to a few responsibilities for G&E. Okay, so production assistants are the eyes and ears of the set. You help the production run smoothly, right? So whether that's writing call sheets to different crew members, whether that is helping to essentially gather things that's needed for the production. You can be intel with setting up and breaking down. Think of a film as a team, right? Everybody has a position to play on that team. And I like to consider the production assistants as the glue to that team, right? You are the in-between between the different departments, and you help those departments run smoothly. Whatever is needed, you are there to assist. Exactly. So I'll pass it to her to share more on Jeannie.
Sure, yeah. So grip and electric. Now, grip and electrics kind of show up differently depending on what kind of set you are on. On union sets, they are very separate roles. There are grips and there are electrics. On non-union set, it can be more of a merged sort of role. So you think about electricians, you think about construction workers. I think that's how I think about grips and electrics. Apply that to a film set, apply that to a film production. Our grips are the folks that are carrying the heavy things, setting up the C-stands, kind of the instruments and the equipment that is used to shape the light, flags, scaffolding, that kind of thing, where your electrics are handling the electricity on the set. They're handling the lights, the lighting. So that's kind of a summary of the two roles. But again, in a non-union production environment, there is a merging a lot of times of those two roles. So that your G&E, you might have a swing position on your set that is doing both in a non-union kind of environment. But in union environment, they are very separate roles.
And to add one more thing for PAs, if you consider yourself someone who is creative, and once you get past the step of being an on-set PA and now you're a department-specific PA, essentially now you can kind of tap into some of that creative side. As I mentioned earlier, you could be a costumes PA, you could be a sound PA, you could be a camera PA, you can be the first team PA who is responsible for bringing Denzel out of his trailer to set. There are many different roles within being a PA. You just have to kind of find your place.
Maybe one more question, and then I would like to introduce some guests that we also have with us today.
Hi, my name is Joshua Michael Nyama. I'm a filmmaker and a published photographer for a decade. So I worked on feature films, HC, DP, PA, and everything, GAF, whatever. And like what you were saying, yes, being a grip and an electric is basically a blue collar job. So my question is, I'm from Edison, and I remember you were saying that it's primarily for people in Newark, and you said it will help people who aren't from Newark. So my question is, with all the experience I have and my reels and my website and my resume and stuff like that, I'm not from Newark, so should I be here? You know what I mean? Should I be here for real? I mean, I answered my own question. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. So anyway, yeah, that's a real question of mine because I've been doing this for a very long time. First generation, I proved many people wrong. I worked with Monster Energy, And it doesn't matter like all the things I've done, it's still like it's not enough. So that's why I came here to really see what's up. And yeah, I worked with a bunch of kids from like NYU, stuff like that. And it just feels like it's like a rabbit hole, you know what I mean? So that's it.
So specifically for this program, yes, it is specifically for New York residents. But myself and Ms. Hadley, right, we have been working with several other partners. You know, for the production assistant, I know that's not what you're necessarily talking about. We are building out a database, and as new projects do come to the city, our team, my team at Newark Works, we do assess each candidate to see if they're potentially fit for the role, right? The other part of it is that there are other partners within this NJ Filmworks grant, like there's several other grantees where they may have programs that fit you, right? So, you know, you can always send me an email. I believe you would have received an email from me last night, and we can see how we can help you in your pathway.
Yeah.
And I know it's a revolving door, but you know, just keep going, right? And you'll get it.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking to get into electrician work, and then I got into filmmaking. So I have like the pathway of like electric and then the creative side of it.
And I just wanted to add to that, so there are other grantees, so Edison would be considered a partner. Central? Yeah, Central Jersey. So there are other programs. For example, Yvonne's going to introduce Able Cine, and their camera operating workforce training program they're going to roll out, correct? So they're more focused, well, they are in the North area, so right? They are in Northern Jersey, but there is RealWorks who will be more so located in the Central Jersey region. And then you also have Montclair State, even though that's still considered Northern, but they'll probably be open to accommodating folks from all over Jersey, Montclair State University. So there are a number of other grantees throughout the state that can probably, you know, be helpful to you and have resources that you're taking advantage of. All right.
Just have information to put out regarding some of the artists that are here. There's a New Jersey motion filmmaking engine 411. There's a directory for all filmmakers. You can go in there and upload your resume, your what to do, put your content. So, like I was saying, NJ 411 is for filmmakers. You can go in there and put your resume, your profile, set up your profile. If jobs are coming into New Jersey, they reach out to you if you fit what they're looking for. So it's like something that the Film Commission has on their website. You can go in there and just register and create your profile and put all your information there. I just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Yeah.
NJ 411.
If that's the state film commission's website, just go on there. They have a ton of resources, and you can upload your information. You can upload your property to film at, and if you want your house to be a filming location, you can upload that as well. So just make sure you check out the state of New Jersey's film commission's website too, and the city of Newark. You know, we have a website too. Check us out. So we have resources there. But I think we're done with the questions, and I'll let Yvonne go ahead.
So, yeah, and we'll be around for you all to approach us and ask questions. But I really do want to introduce. So, as Desiree and Cody have alluded to throughout the program, and we've mentioned that there are additional grantees, folks that are creating other programs in workforce development, in film and TV and digital media production throughout the state. And we have a number, and so those different programs are focused on a number of different facets of production, camera, I just have the list right here. Assistant camera, production, accounting, set carpenter positions, that's RealWorks, that's based in Brooklyn, but it's gonna have programs in Jersey. They may have some in this area as well. And another one we have the pleasure and the honor of having with us today, Able Cine. Able Cine is gonna provide training for audio and video technician, camera operator, and video engineering. So Alex, we're gonna be joined by Alex Swicker, who's gonna tell us a little bit more about the Able Cine program, and some of those programs will be based here in Newark.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? My name's Alex. I'm with Able Cine in Brooklyn. As Ivan just mentioned, I am, so we're really excited, first of all, to be partnering with the NJDA and Express Newark, who is graciously going to be hosting us here. But we're specifically providing camera training. So we're working with the IATSE Local 600, which is the camera union, to provide training along with our own professionals that work with Able Cine. And there are 3 specific tracks. There is camera operation, digital imaging technicians, or DITs for short, who kind of like ingest footage and kind of process through the footage, giving it to the editors. And also an AV technician or an engineer that's going to be on site for those live productions and working with fly packs and things like this that Baba's working with right now. So yeah, we are going to be doing our program from fall of 2026 to summer 2027, so you have some time. We're still kind of getting things set up, specifically because of working with IATSE Local 600 and our own professionals who are like right now working in the entertainment industry and working on big productions and things like that, making sure they have the schedule to kind of come in and teach. But it's all going to be based out of here. It's 100 hours, 130 hours, and yeah, going to be based out of Express Newark as well. And it's free, just like their program. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or my colleague Jeff that's out there, and then please scan the QR code and sign up for our letter. So as soon as that goes live, you'll be able to see it. So thank you so much.
So I think we're gonna wrap up soon, but we want to invite you all to explore the building. Express Newark is open to the public, so those of us who are from the area and community, you can always come in here and chill and check out the art, whatever offerings we have going on. But specifically on the 4th floor is where the Community Media Center is located, and that is where a lot of the Newark Filmworks trainings will take place. So we invite you to make your way up there and check out our soundstage, check out our podcast lab, our editing lab, and just, the vibes. See, you can see yourself here and, if you like it. But thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you all.